Namanda Vatsinamanda 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 Vatsinamanda.
Good morning. My name is Peggy Morton, and the nursery kindergarten class is chairman for today's service. And a warm welcome to all those who are here for the open house. Thank you for coming. We will start this morning's service with opening meditation followed by Nembutsu. Please join me in placing your hands together in Gassho.
Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namanda Vatsinamanda Vatsinamanda.
Good morning. Please rise for the singing of the Gatha, Happy Little Children, on page 166 of the service book, verses 1 to 3. Followed by the recitation of our pledge and nembutsu on the inside of the back cover.
our pledge. Breaking out of my shell, I will share a warm smile and speak gentle words, just like the kind Buddha. Not becoming lost in my greed, anger, and ignorance, I shall think and act with an open mind, just like the calm and peaceful Buddha. Not putting myself first, I will share in the joy and sadness of others, just like the compassionate Buddha. Realizing the gift of life I have received, I shall strive to live each day to its fullest, like the Buddha who tirelessly works to liberate all. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please join us in the chanting of Sutra Sambut Sukha on page 82 of service book.
Thank you. During the sutra chanting, we'll have Oshoko or answering offering by the following: Dharma School student James Naishi and adult Mark Delucci.
Kogengigi Iji Mugok Nyozeyemyo Muyo Tosha Nichigatsumani Shuko Enyo Kai Shitsuon Pei Yunyaku Jumok Nyodai Yogen Chosei Murin Shogaku Dayon Koru Jipo Kaimon Shojin Sanmai Chiem Hitokumu Ryo Shushokebu Chintai Zennen Shobutsu Hokai Kujinji no Kugo Gaitai Mumyo Yokunu Seson Yomu Nino Shishi Jintoku Muryo Kukun Kodaim Chie Jimyo Komyo Iso Shino Daisen Ganga Sabut Zai Sho Kado Shojim Mifugedat Fusejoi Kainin Shojin Nyoze Sanmai Chie Ijo Gosei Tokubut Fugyo Shigan Isai Kuku Isa Yom 消しうぶつ百千億万無料大小収入語者供養一切死と諸物不尿具道検証不逆非尿語者諸物世界不不影無種節道光明師匠変死諸国尿税精進偉人難量ヨガサ仏国土第一公衆奇妙道場絶国尿内容に無闘争かと愛民到達一切地方大小非熱症状人が国気楽和の古物神妙下浄土子孫地が真のけど心死食毒中あ行精進二十不アマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブがんにしくどく平等聖祭と大心お上あんだこNamanda Vatsinamanda 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 Vatsinamanda
We will now listen to a Dharma message by Reverend Candace Shibata.
Okay, good morning, everybody. It's so wonderful to see so many of you today, and welcome to all of our visitors who came maybe for the first or second time. We warmly welcome you today. I'm Reverend Candace Shibata. Pronouns are she, her, and hers. And our setup is a little bit different today. I'm here all by myself in the altar area to allow my minister's assistant, May Pablo, to have practical experience as she is continuing to learn for a continuing education for her certification to be a minister's assistant, a minister's assistant. Of course, she's working in this capacity to assist me in the temple, but this allows us to be able to join in the chanting and the recitations together. So it might look a little bit different than our members are used to. But thank you again for coming today. I'm really excited today because today's service and gathering afterwards is really special. We are calling it our temple's open house. So we had maybe 10 years ago, before my time as pastor, and maybe I was living in Japan at the time, missed this opportunity. So after service, everyone has an opportunity to participate in a passport stamping game as you meet different representatives from our and group members from the Stockton community. So open house is a phrase that welcomes everybody, and it's a beautiful way to think about the temple itself. A house is a place where people meet and they live and they laugh and they cry together and share their lives with one another. So an open house is one that welcomes everyone, family, friends, neighbors, and even people we've never met before. So I like to think that the temple is that kind of place. It's not only a building, of course, with walls and a beautiful roof, an altar, and maybe some of the altar components like flowers and candles, but it's a space that opens its doors to encounter, hear, and receive the Buddha Dharma, which we call the teachings of the Buddha. So for the children here, you might think of the temple as a big, hopefully welcoming playground where we get to play with our friends. But instead of swings and slides that we normally think of, we can have fun with friends that we can share stories with, we can chant together, hear the teachings that help us to understand how to live kindly and wisely, and encourage us to speak from our hearts, which is this year's theme for our students. For the adults, maybe the temple feels like a second home, or even a place where we can pause from our busy lives and sometimes stressful lives and be reminded of something much larger than ourselves. So Shinran Shonin, or Venerable Shinran, who was the founder of our school of Buddhism called Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, once wrote, "The ocean of the vow of Amida Buddha is vast, and there is no one who was not embraced by it." So what he means is that compassion of Amida doesn't have borders or walls or lights on the door. No one is left out. Just as sunlight shines on everyone, Buddha's compassion shines on all of us. So when we call gathering or even this service as an open house, that reflects this same spirit. No one needs to walk through these doors. No one needs to know everything about Buddhism. No one needs to be of age or background or even have a certain belief. The temple is open to all because Amida Buddha's heart and teachings are open to all as well. So think about what happens when we enter a temple or a sacred space or even a home. So we might put our palms together, which we call Gasho. We might see many of us or chanting the sutras or the teachings of the Buddha together, and we hear the teachings of the Buddha. More than anything, we're reminded of our connection to our families, to the communities that we are so fortunate to encounter, and the countless causes and conditions that allow us to be alive right here and right now with each other. So an open house also means sharing. Just like when you invite friends over, you want to feel at ease. You offer food, stories, and laughter. In the temple, what we share is the Dharma, which is, again, the teaching of Buddha. And just like a meal that we're able to share among friends and family, it nourishes us in very different ways. Sometimes it fills our hearts with joy. Sometimes it comforts our sadness. Sometimes it helps us see the world maybe just a little bit more clearly. And today's open house gives us an opportunity to see all of that in action. So around the temple gym, where we'll be meeting after service, you'll notice tables from our affiliated organizations, and you'll find groups of our temple who cook and garden, various volunteers, those who support cultural activities, and care for the temple in so many various ways. You'll see displays, information, maybe even engage in some fun activities at the temple, and of course, you'll enjoy snacks. Each temple represents a way in which the Dharma is alive in our organizations and in our community. So all of the kids, when you go to the temples today, you might have snacks and games, but I invite you to look closer. See the group have a story of how they support others. So maybe for some of our other older students and adults, you might discover something new about your family, or even find a group that you might be able to join. These organizations remind us that the temple isn't just a place where we sit quietly and listen. It's a place where we live the Dharma. So our children actively participate in our services. They're able to and laugh with one another during our services. And even our friends, we sit with one another. And by helping others, maybe by even listening to the music or the chanting together, maybe it's providing delicious veggies and beautiful flowers to others from our garden and sharing the joy of the Dharma, and even making sure together as a community that we welcome everyone to come through our doors. So each table is like a window into our temple's heart. So just as an open house lets us see into somebody else's home, the tables that you'll be able to visit later will let us see how the Dharma is practiced in community and in our lives. Here's one closing thought, something very important. An open house isn't just about coming in and seeing. It's about going out. It's about going out after we hear the Buddha Dharma in the temple, but carrying it with us. When we go home or to school or work or into our neighborhoods, we can share what we received through our kindness and patience and gratitude. So today, whether this first time stepping into the temple or onto the temple grounds, or whether you've been here your whole life, please know this: you're always welcome, no matter what your circumstances are. You belong here, always your open house. As we listen to the Dharma or the teachings together, we're at Amida Buddha's vow embraces all being without exception. The temples are open, and the doors of compassion never close. So thank you so much for coming today and participating in our open house. And just remember, always welcome. Join me in Gassho as we express our deep gratitude. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu.
Thank you for your donation, Reverend Candid.
For the singing of the Gatha, listen to his voice, verses 1 through 3 on page 78 of the service book. Followed by the Golden Chain and Nembutsu, page 5. It's my first time.
Please join me in the golden chain on page 5. Golden chain. I am a link in Amida's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I will keep my link bright and strong. I will be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, and pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amida's gold chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu.
Okay, now we have a lot of announcements.
Good morning. My name is Darlene, and I'm going to do the announcements because that's going to lead into the open house, clarifying a little bit about what we're doing today. So next Sunday, September 28th, will be a Sangha Fellowship Sunday. And for those of you that are visiting, you might want to come back for that. We open the gym for fun activities and just free as well. And our own Reverend Motoyoshi is going to present a class on make a yarn play. Please come, we're available on that day. And then in foyer, if you know, our Yaba Adult Buddhist Association is selling tickets to their sandwich takeout on 5th. Will be from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Tickets are $15, but the quantity was limited to 100, and I believe they're down to about 20 left. So everybody run outside and buy your ticket. Okay. Coming up on this coming weekend, Friday, September 26th to Sunday, September 28th, this will be at the Hard Rock Hotel Casino and in Sacramento. And what it is, it's a yoga Buddhism. So if you're into yoga, this is how yoga is tied to Buddhism. The class will be taught by Bob Matsueda, who is actually a government certified yoga therapist from India. And you'll also be treated to retired Reverends Bob and Patty Oshta, and a talk about Nembutsu as a function of the mystery of life. And the cost for registration is $250. There's discounted rate for homes if you want to book homes and make it an event. And most of us that have been here said like a lifetime, not here, but find that every single event has lots of food. So you have like lots of meals with this one. So that the flyer will be up there. And as every nonprofit, every organization and a nonprofit rely on the contribution of its members and community. Please, those members who receive the karma, check out page 5 of the September karma, where you will see an article on our giving tree. And this is a way that you can target your donations to specific projects that are going around. It's always important, fence improvements, exterior painting, etc. So if you're interested or able to, please do support our temple through that. On Saturday, October 18th is our shrimp dinner. So a pound of shrimp. There will be a special raffle prizes, and there is a special raffle. 100 tickets will be sold for a gift card tree worth $100, and these tickets are sold for $20 each. Go to the community garden temple at the open house. If you're not attending the shrimp fee, you're welcome to buy a special raffle, and Sachi and Oki will be selling those there. If you're interested in coming and partaking in the shrimp fee, $40 kids under are 50. Tickets will be at the door, so it is a pre-order. Again, here's the information for you to look. The next flyer is out of order. So each organization here at the temple actually has like a parent organization outside the temple on the Buddhist Church of America level. And I volunteer at this level, and so do others in this room, because we can bring information back to you. And Dharma School teachers here are part of the Federation of Dharma School Teachers League. Here sponsoring workshops. We just had Saturday with Reverend Opal from the Buddha San Francisco. And on October 4th, we are sponsoring a workshop called Buddha in the Machine. And this is the intersection of AI and the Dharma. This is put on by Dr. Brant Horio from Ekoji Buddhist Temple in Fairfax Station, Virginia. He's going to talk about the state of the technology, ways to use AI in a classroom, and the limitations and potential misuse of AI. We will conclude with a moderation or a discussion with Reverend Bridge of the Oakland Buddhist Temple, who has used AI to generate ideas for Dharma talks. So it's an intersection of AI and together. And it is free. There's a QR code up here that you're welcome to take a picture of and just join us on. Next is Reverend Candace's book club is returning. This is no charge to be done over Zoom, September 24th, 30 a.m. Please, Candace, if you are interested. The Buddhist Women's Association annual rummage sale will be on Saturday, November 1st, from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. The gym is usually packed with goodies and treasures, so if you want to take a look, please do. If you have donations that you would like to contribute, the following dates, they're Sundays only. October and 19th are left from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and I believe they open the east doors to the gym. You can just drop your contributions there. There are restrictions on what you can donate, so if you are thinking about it, please check the flyer out as well. Reverend Dr. Ken Tanaka is doing an intermediate Buddhism fireside chats. He has a series of guest lectures, lay and ministers. So it starts on October 4th. He does charge for the workshops. I'm not going to read this whole thing to you because this is the whole thing about discussion. Please, if you're interested in partaking in that, here's the information. You can come take a look at that as well. Now on to the fun part. One more. If you work the environment, save your aluminum or plastic bottles, and the YBA or the Young Buddhist Association will recycle them for you. You can drop them off under the carports. There's white bins. Just drop them off there, and then they will recycle them for you. So the fun part of today is the open house. And like Reverend Candace said, we did this not only to bring in people that perhaps have never been here before, their first time just checking it out because they know somebody that was a member or an active person here, but also for all of you who have been here a while, because maybe we don't know everything about all the wonderful organizations we have and what they do. And I am the executive assistant to the VP of membership, Charles Bagger, who is also doubling as our technology man and is streaming right now. And the other half of the technology team is my son heading up in the open house. We're all kind of like things. But we have Passport for you to take you through. Every organization is set up with the displays. And if you're around for a while, take a look at the picture. We found a really old one from over 10 years ago on the JCL table. So it's interesting to see where the past has been and where it's going. So I have wonderful UO students to assist me. They're going to pass these out at the end. And then if you can bring it over there and pass them out to anybody it is. But on the front will be information on our temple. When we have services every 10 a.m., we do take how to get in touch with the office, website, and also the office hours, okay? And on the reverse side, you'll see a whole list of things. We have not only our own organizations within our temple campus, but we also have communities here that have come in. Okage-sama, which is the Stockton Assembly Center morphed, and they have a beautiful, the Stockton Japanese American League is here. Stockton Sister Cities Association is here. Stockton Emergency bank has some. And we have little tea trucks. So if those of you that might be a little tired from activities, please go partake in her truck and purchase a wonderful cup of coffee. And then also, since I had a little room at the bottom, for those of you that have been around for a while, we've got a bonus section. And for those of you that are new, you get to meet some people and find out who we are. So the executive committee of your temple are listed at the bottom. Bonus stamp. If you finish the top part, which means you every table, you're going to get a ticket to a door prize for Charles $25 cards. I believe I'm a Sakura Groceries, Amazon, Starbucks. I can't remember the last one. But anyways, then we have them over there. Also, so kids don't take the pumpkins off the table, the decorations that are in the middle of the table will also going to throw into and raffle off those as well. And so if you finish the bottom part as well, you get a bonus ticket. So there's 2 tickets that you can get off of this one piece of paper. And also if you, Candy Hayashi will be running our emergency food bank collection. It brings some canned goods or non-perishable goods. Please stop by there and she will give you a ticket for your donations as well. There's 4 big barrels in there. It's a lot of food. I think we hope what we can provide to them. Okay. So are there any questions about open house? If you don't like it, blame Charles. Just kidding. Just kidding. We all worked on it together. And then I'm asking Reverend to come back up, explain how you'll, for those of you that are new, what we're doing as we leave the temple as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Darlene. So we're nearing the end of our service, and I hope that our newcomers are participating in a way in which you feel moved to do so. If you just observed, that's too. But we invite you, if you feel comfortable, come forward to offer incense. And offering incense was a practice of purification in the time of the Buddha. The followers would burn incense before they saw the Buddha. So today, it's really very symbolic of the transient nature of our lives as we take the pinch of incense on top of the charcoal, as we see it burn away. So there's many symbolisms or symbols within our tradition now. So you can always just come forward, take a look at they all take a moment of silent reflection you feel most comfortable with, or prefer to sit at your feet and then sit and follow us in the gym. That's perfectly fine as well. Please, again, participate as you feel moved to do so. Anything else? Oh, no class. Okay. 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 Okay.
On Thursday, Tomonokai Crafts is having a set. It's from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Also next Sunday is Dharma Friends Taiko for the students and anybody else interested in learning Taiko. Also next Sunday, Reverend Candace in Walnut Grove. So in place of the Dharma message, we'll have a book reading. Heads up that you should be sitting in this front part on this section next Sunday. Thank you.
Are there any other announcements? Okay. This concludes today's service. Please observe good etiquette and do not enter the aisle or the row in front of you. Those who have not offered incense before the service are asked to do so before leaving the home. And now we're at the gym. Yeah, the school one that I was supposed to put jumps. Okay. Oh, okay.